And we're live. Hello. I'm back. I am back. I am sorry. I was trying to be faithful to you, my friends, my twin flamers. This is a channel for those who are navigating the twin flame journey. I'm Veronica Rosa, an emotional wellness and life coach. And I just got back. I just got back from um, Rage, Reconnect, and Step into Your Power retreat. It's a retreat for grieving women coming together, sharing our stories, raising our vibrations through some personal development assessments, including reading our natal charts and discovering important phases of ourselves and um, characteristics, um, mostly turning in our darkness into light um, through discovering our strengths, our superpowers, discovering our natal charts. It's like discovering your manuscript, the manuscript to you. And so, and then stepping into our power with not just creating a vision board, but creating a powerful action plan for your vision board, which brings me to today. Today is the full moon, ladies. Full moon, full moon. And during the full moon, it's a time that can be heightened with emotions. I know for myself during the twin flame journey, um, I began to see certain patterns around the full moon, and I started to view the full moon as a negative thing until I learned how to regulate my emotions and manifest my dreams into reality. So I'm Veronica, and I'm here to teach you and show you and lighten your path on this twin flame journey. So, yes, during this full moon, it's the full moon, you can be very sensitive or just very, very moved emotionally. It's a time of illumination, it is a time of completion. It is the ideal time for reflection and to release and deepening your spiritual connections. That is including with your twin flame. Um, before I knew my twin flame was my twin flame, I noticed that around the full moon, I started to notice the patterns. I didn't re Now I actually menstruate on the full moon. I just realized I just got my period today, and today is a full moon. Um, But before I would want to be 10 years, I've been with my twin, married for 7, been with him for 11 years. During the first phases, it was like, oh my God, love at first sight. And then all of a sudden, the dark night of the soul, and over and over and over and over and over again. So there are cycles and phases that you keep going until you start like winning the level, until you start learning and love leveling up. So during the first phases of my twin flame journey, I I started to notice that we would get into huge fights during the full moon. And it took like a few years for me of getting into these vicious fights and just me going and getting toxic and getting the bottle of tequila or brandy or Bacardi, and I'll show you getting drunk and being destructive because I felt abandoned, abused, rejected. And I was gonna show him when we would fight. And then that would lead me into legal troubles. So after like a while of these patterns and then me being forced to go into AODA and therapy, they started to notice my patterns, or they knew about this, and then they taught me that when I called in, I was like, I'm not coming into therapy today because X, Y, and Z. And they're like, Veronica, when was the last time you got your period and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I don't know, because I was on birth control. So the birth control um stopped my periods, and so I didn't know my menstrual cycle. And even though I'm not physically bleeding, my the chemicals in my bodies, my hormones are going through a menstrual cycle, like the moon cycle. That's where the menstrual cycle comes. And so I was going through these hormones ups and downs during the month, and I didn't realize that until all of this, had happened. Until I came to the point of, fighting with the boyfriend, getting into troubles with the law, to getting therapy and AODA, and then them, telling me this, hey, that you go through these cycles, these menstrual cycles of your highs and lows, estrogen and progesterone, and right before you're about to PMS, right before you're about to bleed, you have premenstrual cycle, your PMS, premenstrual symptoms. So your PMS, premenstrual symptoms, are preparing you for, in case in case you get pregnant. So it's like the grizzly bear that comes in, and you're like, "Ugh," you're angry, and you're like, leave me alone. Even like me, I subconsciously, this was happening. I didn't know that. And I now that I pay attention to these patterns, I see how subtle it is. So it could just be that, when I come into the house, or my husband comes into the house, or my boyfriend at the time would come into the room. And usually, when I'm full of estrogen, you're like a sexy time. Ooh, and so I'm probably prowling at him. "Rawr," come here, bad boy. And when I'm on progesterone, heightened progesterone, my body's like, stay the F away. In case I'm pregnant, I need to protect myself. And so I'm like, grizzly is. And so subconsciously and very subtly, I was um acting in a different way, but yet my partner was feeling that, and he was taking it very personal. So during the full moon, or for me, it's my menstrual cycle. Some people menstruate on the new moon, full moon, I think half moon. There's different moon cycles that us women flow in. And so for me, it was a full moon. So I started to associate the full moon with negative outcomes, until I learned how to balance my emotions, how to manage my emotions. How do I once I started learning about the moon cycle, and once he started learning about the moon cycle, um he started to see how my moods would shift, and then he stopped taking it personal. Because what would happen at first is that, maybe instead of him coming in, and instead of, if it's the full moon, instead of me jumping all over him as I would during a new moon because I'm full of estrogen, during the full moon, I'm more like standoffish. And so he would take it as, she don't want me, she don't love me. And so he was like, oh, bye. Bye, Felicia. And he would go party with his friends. And I'd be like, oh, I was just abandoned. And now I'm already feel like emotional. Then I was like devastated, and take it to a whole new other level. And so then that takes a spiral effect in the fights, and like unwanted outcomes are coming out when we want true love, we want partnership, we want union, but subtly and subconsciously, we're reacting, reacting to our impulse, or not awakened to these energies, and we're personalizing it. So now we learned about the energies. We're like, okay, we're feeling angry. We're like, okay, what's the time of the month? And it's like, okay, I'm not gonna take it personal. I'm gonna detach. So we started learning, we started learning, um, accumulating tools, just like this is a tool for you to take in, to start helping you on balancing your emotions, and being able to have um a healthy soul, because your emotions is the essence of your soul. So you think about it, if they say, oh, how was so and so doing, was she in good spirit, was she in bad spirit, it's like the emotions, how was her emotions. And so your emotions is the essence to your soul. If you're somebody who has been victimized in the past, even somebody who has parents or ancestors who have been victimized, then can carry that essence of victimized mentality and in their soul and their spirit, and then they can pass it on to you. And subconsciously and unknowingly, you may be reacting in a way that is um that is actually sabotaging your truest desires and your dreams for union, for love, for abundance. And so I'm here to help you tap into your subconscious, the emotions that may be blocking you from obtaining true love. Okay. And those of us who are in the twin flame journey, we started this journey as looking for love, and then you will quickly, not quickly, you will soon find out that being a twin flame, finding your twin flame, it's not about all love and marriage and happily ever after. It's a lot deeper than that. We are coming into this world to mirror each other, to awaken each other's souls, to ignite us to a bigger, grander love than loving another person. It's loving self, truly, truly loving yourself and being in balance within yourself, where you become in union with your partner, and that creates a powerful power couple. We've been called into a leadership role to change the dynamics of our generations, to break generational curses by breaking habits and thoughts and belief systems that no longer serves us for the greater good. And so today is a full moon. It is a time of heightened emotions, eliminations, and completions. It is ideal time for reflection, to release and deepen your spiritual connections. Um, with that being said, this is going to be a twin flame spread designed specifically for the energies of this full moon, and helping you understand the current dynamics and releasing what no longer serves you, and to align you with your highest path. Okay. So before we get started, let's do a cleansing, and let's call on God. Let's call on our, all right, where is, let me get a lighter real quick. I'm lighting some sage to clear the energies, and I'm calling on God as I embark on this tarot reading. May I receive clear insights and understanding. May this reading be for the highest good of all, and may it offer guidance and clarity and truth. I approach this with respect, gratitude, and love. So be it. Thank you. Mm. Okay, so let's pull out the current energies for the divine masculine of this current viewer. What is the current energy for the divine masculine? What is the current energy of the divine feminine? Okay, so for the divine masculine, I see that there is like a low drive I feel like the divine masculine is sitting and waiting on something to come in. It's like it's almost like he's saying like I can't do this. I can't make a move yet until this happens. And so the divine masculine is in the energy of waiting. So he may be doing a lot of communicating online, doing text messaging or communications on through the computer. Um, Maybe doing some deals that have to do with overseas, and so the divine masculine is just in the the energy of low drive. Take take what resonates, toss what doesn't. So whatever that may mean. The current energy of the divine feminine seems to be very, very strong, coming in with the Eight of Strengths card. She's very much in within her power, very loving, caressing, giving, and manifesting what it is she wants through mindfulness, by taming even her own thoughts and demons within her, by being mindful and aware of energies, just like we're talking about, being mindful of your menstrual cycle, being mindful of. And so she's very um like spiritually awakened, therefore gives her that secret power to be able to tame and control um a situation that may can get have potentials to get out of hand. And so she's very much in this power, this beautiful optimistic, just very healing energy soul. What needs to be released by the divine masculine spirit? Okay. From the divine masculine, what needs to be released is the need to be right. The conflict, like the arguing, like the lashing out, the always having to have the last word. What's needed to be released from oh, that was quick. was was needed to be released from the divine feminine is she needs to stop protecting her. She needs to forgive. She needs to open her heart and forgive again. Forgive again. Because right now it's almost like she's controlling the situation to a T, with the Eight of Swords, with the Eight of the Strength card. She is like a powerful, like, I don't want to say manipulator, like she just to manipulate is to know how to control and how to handle. And she's almost like handling things like too well, too good, where she's like guarded and she's protecting of her heart. So spirit is saying to release the fear of being heartbroken, to make a decision, to open yourself up by forgiveness. And the way through forgiving is having gratitude and asking yourself daily, how may I be at service? How may I help? How may I serve? So the full moon brings light to what was hidden. This card shows what truths are being revealed in the twin flame connection during the full moon. It could be about relationships, individual growth, or the journey ahead. What is the illuminated truths? This card shows the truths are being revealed. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. This that the emperor came out with the 10 of coins and the 8 of coins, or the pentacles. And so the emperor is working hard and working many hours, making very good money, and is working on building a home and having stability. It's very solid. He's coming in as the emperor, very determined, very solid, building a solid foundation, and very nurturing and giving and loving. Everything seems like that perfect, happy, happily ever after, right? Then I remind myself, we're here for a bigger mission. We're here for a bigger mission. So what may that mission be? Um, so this is very much work oriented. This may be a boss leveling up or taking like taking charge of their own empire and being the king of their castle, therefore hiring help. He's no longer the help, he's leveling up. Oh yeah, okay. So, divine feminine may feel that she is spiritually enlightened and unaware, and that divine masculine is very gray, very dull. He's not depressed, he's not there is some hope, there's some drive, there's a vision there. Um divine feminine maybe feel like there's no hope, and with this full moon energy, the message is that the divine masculine needs to release the need to be right, the need to, the outlashes, the need to, the communication, the need to fighting at all costs. Releasing that will level him up to where if he was a lead worker or an employee, he's now manager, or maybe he's like his own boss. He's like employing other people in the community, or managing other people, because he is now the king of the throne. That is very stable and sturdy, very direct in his communication. And so divine feminine is saying forgive and open your heart to your truth by making a decision. This connection, the full moon energy, is going to bring the truth, in helping you, not the truth, but this is a closing of a cycle. And once the divine masculine lets go the need to fight and to be right, there's going to be a release in conflict. There's going to be a shift in position. whether it's physically or just like the way he carries his body, his own self, where he's going to be leveling up and stepping into his power. What is being manifested? This is this card represents what's currently being manifested within the twin flame connection. It is tied to, it highlights the energies or the outcomes that are taking shape. Okay. So I have the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. And so what's currently being manifested is a nurturing love, an unconditional love that's just not that no one that cannot be found anywhere else. So your king of pentacles, because your king, your divine masculine is coming in very solid, very strong, very coming into his power with the leadership role. He may be starting his own business or becoming in a management position, but it's almost too like the main message here is that through forgiveness, by having gratitude and saying, how may I be at service, then changes your attitude from, you know, um wishing and wanting and fighting and conflict to turning your dreams into reality by nurturing your mind, body, and spirit with these positive affirmations and positive thoughts of like, how can I serve? How can I give back? And having gratitude. So making the decision to say, I'm going to forgive by, instead of focusing on the negative and how I was victimized, what they did and all that, I'm going to think about three positive things that that person or the situation brings to me right now, and have that gratitude and be like, wow, I'm so grateful that I have this, that, or that. And then saying, wow, there's a lot of people who don't have this, and that. How can I serve today? How can I give back? May it be through um paying somebody Starbucks, behind you, or their meal at the drive-through, or um donations, giving donations. It's having that attitude of abundance, of knowing that you are guarded, guided, and protected. And so, yeah, and so it's shielding yourself, like blocking yourself, shielding yourself from the negativity. Okay, what is the guidance for union? This card offers advice or guidance on both of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. What is the guidance for union? Yeah. I'm like, I think I already said it, what the guidance for union is. And then the Sun card and the Knight of Cups card came out. And so yeah, the guidance for union is that it is um um of being optimistic, of not of seeing the light and being You know, it comes from the divine feminine. The divine feminine, that it's up to you, girlfriend. Your divine masculine, he's he's there. He's like at a 2 out of 10. His drive is low. He's like, he has hope, but it's very, very doubtful. There's more doubt. And so you need to show him the light, and and so it takes for you, because you don't have doubt. You're just hurt and you're blocked. And so you're being protective, and so you have your guard up, and you're just kind of being wishy-washy. Like, I want you, but if you do it and you're like waiting for him to like take the lead. But it's really up to you, girlfriend. You have the power. You're gonna be optimistic, loving, caring, by making the decision about, do I want this relationship or no? Okay, I do want the relationship, so then I have to forgive. How do I forgive? Instead of thinking about the negative things that happen between us, I'm going to think about the great things he's doing right now to keep me, focusing on the great things. And then, okay, how can I be at service? What can I do to give back to either my man, my family, my kids, my community? But yeah, definitely out in the community, how can I serve? How can I serve my community? Because I am so grateful and lucky, and I'm so blessed, and I just want to give out. And your divine masculine, by doing that, will level up. The need for the divine masculine is the need to complain and uh um like lashing out and just like saying things just to be right. um and so you nurturing him and loving him and communicating that to him will help him level up. Also, this, how can I serve, or how can I be of a service, will come from your drive, from the soul. It may be a business or something that you know that you can give or do to your community, for your community, and it will uplift both of you as just a power couple, and who is in a leadership role. Okay, so what is the outcome post the full moon? What is the outcome of this relationship? Which I already saw. It's happy ever after. We got the sun, we got the 10 of Pentacles. What else? What else you got? We got the Queen of Cups. So we have lots of Leo energy, um, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, uh, Aquarius, Gemini, and Aries, Leo. Okay, so the outcome of this is, it's a leveling up, a new relationship. It's also, it could be that you may not even think that this is possible, but there is like a marriage, a commitment, a new way of thinking. And so definitely it's a belief system, enlightenment, and a commitment coming together as one, with the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, and the Magician showing its face here. So definitely it's all up to you, girlfriend. It's you're holding the key, like the Magician, like I was saying, the with the lead, with the Strength card here. That reminded me very much like you're like manifesting, manipulating, or it's like you know how to handle the situation, and so you're very powerful, you're very magical. And believe in your divine masculine. He will be leveling up. trust in divine timing, and continue doing what you're doing by being soft and gentle. And I'm going to pull out an oracle card, and then I'll end this reading. Happy full moon. This is an indigo angel oracle card from Doreen Virtual. Message for the viewer. Oh, two flipped out. Believe in yourself and you are special. I'm going to pull one more. You are safe and trust. Believe in yourself. When you receive this card, the angels want you to see yourself and your potential the way they do. They view you as an unlimited person with infinite potential. Right now, the most important thing you can do is realize this for yourself. Ask the angels to release any doubt or fear you have about your life and your path. Those doubts are a part of being an indigo because you're strongly affected by the negative energy. By believing in yourself, you're telling the angels that you wish to live up to your full potential in this life, and they will take immediate action to guide you accordingly. You are special. You may be wondering why these indigos are extremely passionate about their opinions. Why do they have such a hard time holding their feelings? Why, well, they're built to never back down in the face of adversity and imbalance. Indigos have incarnated into a crucial time in Earth and humanity's history to help ensure that the survival of both. You are one of these people. This is a very special role in this world. This card asks you to be aware of that. Like I was saying, the twin flame journey is not just about happily ever after, which, by the way, I do see that happening here for you, happily ever after. But like I said, then what, right? We're here to being called for a bigger purpose, a role into leadership. And so now maybe you have this kind of, mm, I don't see that you're separated from your twin, but there's like maybe no drive. It's like kind of like now what? And so the thing is to commit to your twin again. There may be need for some forgiveness. Through forgiveness, how do you forgive? You forgive through having gratitude, practicing daily gratitude, and then saying, "How may I be a service at service? How can I give back to my community?" And so within that, there may be a business opportunity or something that you, as a leader, can step into your role in this world. So remember that you are special and that you are being called. You are being called. Spirit also wants you to know that you are safe. You may feel like you are not ready, or who do I think I am? Um but just trust in the divine timing. Trust that you are being called and you are safe. You're going to be safe. You probably have a lot of fear and doubt, but you are safe. And when you see this card, it is a reminder that you are completely protected in the situation. Although you may feel vulnerable, and the angels want you to know that allowing yourself to become preoccupied with your fears only serves to reinforce them. Your sensitive indigo body and energy are magnets. Also, it's easy to absorb and hold on to other people's energies. So the angels want you to work with what they want to work with you or with the team to clear and shield your body, your home, and the world at large. Um, so yeah, that's what I was at the end. That's what I saw that the ten of wands, and so it's protecting yourself from the energies, negative energies around you. You are safe, but it's always keeping in mind is keeping remaining in gratitude. Remain in gratitude, and how may I be at service? That's what's gonna keep your vibrations high instead of this happened to me. Oh, I'm just waiting on this, and and in the and in the mindset of a scarcity. So you have the power. You are the source, and make that decision to forgive, and you're gonna do this through gratitude and asking how may I be at service, and you go do the best that you can be at that. With much love, I hope that that this message resonates with you. I thank you for joining me on this session. Remember that your journey doesn't end here. And to further support you and your emotional wellness and your personal growth, I highly recommend my ebook. My ebook, let me put it up here. My ebook is an emotional wellness workbook that helps guide you to achieve emotional balance and fulfillment. Um, I do have a private group that we meet with on Facebook. And so if you are interested in purchasing your emotional wellness ebook, you can use the link in the description box. Also, if you enjoyed today's session and want to dive deeper and is considering booking a private reading, you can click on the description box below and click on the square link for readings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel for more live readings and empowering content on your emotional wellness. Take control of your emotions. You can take control of your essence, of how you react, and then you can see the magic in manifesting whatever it is that you want into reality. One pebble at a time, but certainly as long as you're being mindful and aware and consciously and actively, consistently working towards your goals. Thank you again for joining, and I look forward to our next session. May you stay empowered and keep manifesting your dreams into reality. Goodbye.